Good day. I am Nilo Carmelo Lumanog, and today I'm gonna discuss my chosen case study for upper extremity prosthesis. So there are three key points that I want to discuss. First is how the rehabilitation team prescribed the prosthesis. Next, the pre-prosthetic and post-prosthetic activities. And lastly, discussing the definition and label of components of the prosthesis. So what is the case all about? For the case report, this is a case of ML, a 37-year-old teaching nun, entered the clinic in January. She is a congenital left below elbow amputee. She had worn cosmetic arms since the age of 4. She was wearing a cosmetic appliance 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, but desired more prosthetic function. Her particular desire was to be able to hold an open book while writing at the blackboard. So how did the rehabilitation team decide the prosthesis? First, the patient will undergo examination and evaluation to note specific problems that will be addressed by the prescribed prosthetic design. The result of the examination and evaluation includes stump length was on the borderline of the very short below elbow type, forearm flexion was limited to 90 degrees, and strength was also limited. There was pain and pressure at the tip of the stump, and X-ray showed 2 bony spurs on the anterior surface of ulna. For the goals of the rehabilitation team is to design a prosthesis that meets the needs of the patient with special physical condition, and to help the patient achieve her personal desire, specifically holding an open book while writing at the blackboard. So for the pre-prosthesis activities, these are the activities that were performed by the physical therapist prior to prosthetic fitting and prosthetic prescription. This includes physical examination to assess overall body condition or overall physical condition of the patient, a residual limb check, range of motion exercise to assess limitation of motion of the limbs, and X-ray on the residual limb. For the post-prosthesis activities, these were the tasks performed by the patient after being fitted or prescribed with the specific appropriate prosthetic design. This includes patient education on proper donning and doffing, patient education on stump monitoring to avoid skin complication on the residual limb, and functional utilization of prosthesis and increased prosthesis wear time. A modified elbow prosthesis was prescribed for the patient to meet the personal or specific functional desire of the patient. The components of this specific prosthesis were polyurethane foam socket liner. This is for pressure relief. And for the modification, the seam was coincided with the bony prominence. And at the same time, the socket was cut off to free the medial epicondyle. Next is the harness with chest strap. This design is to prevent the prosthesis from slipping off the shoulder when the arm was raised in upward and backward motion. Next is the nylon cable housing liner. In this design, the patient reported that although it afforded great mechanical advantage, it deprived her of the vibration feedback on which she had previously relied for information as to her cable tension and amount of hook opening. For the outside locking elbow hinges, this provides the needed stability for the short below elbow amputation with limited strength. And lastly, For the terminal device, a Dorrance number 5XA hook was prescribed or designed for the patient for greater gripping surface and for lighter weight. That's all. Thank you.